Alright, welcome back. So for this next part, we are going to the this area is the Miami area, but this is the Florida area that we'll be covering. And starts out with a couple kind of cool, funky building designs that I put in here, just to give this a kind of cool, like modern art sort of feel. As you can see, I kind of went with their kind of Miami sort of vice colors, along with some green for the trees and some yellow for the sun on the beach. I imagine the blue represents the water and the sky, and the pink probably represents like the glitz and the glam. And the white, I don't know, maybe the white sand beaches, and some modern architecture uses a lot of white, but I don't know if that has anything to do with it. So this area is still very under construction, but I decided that I wanted to show off what has been done so far. So first I will show a place called Palm Stadium, and for this we're gonna get some night vision on. This is just a custom stadium that I wanted in here, and it's basically, I wanted an extra, because I'm building this area for my friend Jason to be able to use in various different things. You know, if he ever needs an extra stadium for events. It can also be used as his practice facility for football, because it's mainly a football stadium, but it currently has a stage that I set up for Genesis. But I love how it turned out. Pretty basic circular stadium. It gave me the chance to try out a sort of different design, and I love how it turned out. And so this, I imagine this will be used for a decent amount of events. It's already been used for one concert, with one more on the horizon. Next up, let's go ahead and show off Hard Rock Stadium, because I imagine some people are probably watching for that. It's currently under construction. There's still quite a bit of work, but there's been enough done where you understand what's being built. Now, I've only built one of the corners so far, like one of these. Still have the corner seating to do. Once I finish an entire corner, I'll be able to copy it around. But still a lot of work to do on this place, but I'm excited for when it's finished, because it's going to be cool looking. It's also going to be used for a concert, of course. And then of course plenty of football, so that's going to be fun. Then here is downtown Palm City. Now this is that building that I mentioned that my friend Jason basically came up with the design for, and then this here is the building that I copied from VGM City to help get a transportation hub. Nice downtown area. It used to have that arena, Palm Center, that I'd moved way over there. I'm going to be moving it back here, so that'll be cool once that's here. And then some other places, some other buildings. We're going to end with Palm Prism. Next up we're going to show Tropicana Field, which is also under construction, but it has a lot done. So there's what we have so far. We got to put in all of the suites and various things. Still a lot of work to do out here, but it's definitely recognizable as Tropicana. Now, of course, the real life Tropicana, see, I have the slant correct for this, for the roof. However, the roof in real life is a dome. It's a domed shape that is slanted, while this is a flat slant. I wish I could do the dome. I can't though. I don't know if I'd even be able to do it, but it would take so long. I have too much that I need to build. So if along comes some type of world edit like they have on PC, and one that it could help me build that shape, then cool, I'll do it. But for now, this is the best that I can do. But it still works, I think. I'll still try to put in something for the ring of catwalks that you have in here. But so far I like how it's turning out. Not crazy about how like the field dimensions ended up working out here, like with how big, because in real life, like there is supposed to be quite a bit of room. Like the kind of foul territories is bigger than most baseball team stadiums, because it's also used for, it's been used for some other events like football. That's kind of what their intention was when they built it, to be able to be used for other events. But still have a decent amount of work to do. Currently there isn't anything in here, but we did have some creatures in here, but we temporarily moved them. I don't know why I say we. I'm the only one who's been working on the stadium, but yeah, I temporarily moved them. But it's going to be cool once it's finished. And I got to go here for a few games. A lot of crap is said about Tropicana Field. I could see getting tired of it if you're like a season ticket holder and you know you want more of a view, you want some windows. The difference between daytime and nighttime is in the daytime it glows a little bit more in here, because the roof is slightly transparent in a way to sunlight. But me personally, I thought it was a cool stadium. I thought it was very cool, very unique. And I liked it overall. And I've been to about half of the stadiums in Major League Baseball. So I liked it. This is, oh yeah, that's correct. In fact, one of the games I got to sit here and it was a cool view. And Mookie Betts was standing there. Obviously, it was before he was on the Dodgers. But yeah, I like how it's turning out so far. Still have a good amount of exterior work to do. I purposely totally kept this all opened up because there are going to be some concourses down here, of course. But that'll be nice once it's finished. By the way, if you see something here, you see a little bit of terraforming, it turns into a bay. We're going to make our way out there eventually. That's my New York City area that I have under construction. There's a lot of work to do. I only have the shape, you know, I have all the land finished for it, but there's so much building to do. And I have some of the buildings at the front, but this is Prism, and obviously this is a custom design. This here, I obviously wanted to go for a big triangular prism. That's why that's in the name, and Palm because of the city. For the custom basketball arena that I was making for my friend. Now he's from the Fort Lauderdale area, and of course that's close to Miami. So he doesn't really watch basketball. If he were to choose a team, it'd be the Heat. But I've been a Heat fan since 2005 when I started watching basketball, and obviously I've been using the Heat as my team in the city, in the sports leagues for quite a while. And I even built my own kind of replica in a way of American Airlines Arena, which is going to be in a future part. But so he was okay with being the Orlando Magic. So this is my custom arena that I built for them. I could have built Amway Center, but I have so many things that I already have to build. But I love how this turned out. Over in that building over there, I'd shown how it had the setup for both basketball and concerts in here. Let's see, is this the side that I did some of the concourse? No. Still have some concourse work to do. But I like how it's turning out. And I like the idea of like catching a game like here, sitting at these tables. And then I just love the views from there, and then also just have some of the best views from the concourse, especially once Hard Rock Stadium is finished. And these views, and then this is one of my favorites too. And we'll get to those buildings in one of the future parts. But I'm probably going to have to make this the last part that I do in this like recording session, because my throat is actually getting pretty sore from talking this much because I'm not used to it. This stage was copied from that VGM festival grounds. And I guess one little bonus thing that we'll include, I'm going to keep my head down a little bit because there's something that I don't want to show yet. Even though I showed it at one point in the Budokan live stream. But this here is going to be BB&T Center, home of the Florida Panthers. Still quite a bit of work to do, but it's going to be cool once it's finished. Parking garage. Nice apartment building that my friend Jason built, with a cool little concert stage there. And he did really well on this. This here, I think his plans is to make this like a little venue. Oh, City Hall. And then another nice building he has set up here. Nice kind of park. So yeah, this is going to be a cool area once it's finished. And then you go from VGM City to Palm City, the Florida area, I should say. And then into New York City, which around it is going to have, you know, Queens / Flushing, Brooklyn, Bronx, Newark, and probably eventually in the area Philadelphia, which if we're putting in Philadelphia, you gotta have Pittsburgh, gonna have DC, maybe Baltimore, all of those various things. I'm sure probably eventually a Boston area, where I will build a more legitimate Fenway Park, I imagine, eventually. Not sure when that will happen though. That could be years down the road. But even when I'm a touring musician, I can see myself on the tour bus in between cities if I have the energy, working on some of these builds. That'll be an interesting fun fact if they ever do a big interview for me. Maybe some like 60 minutes thing. I can talk about how when I'm on the tour bus, some rock stars, you know, would be with like ladies or something. Me, I'm on the tour bus working on my Minecraft world, because that's the way you do it. Money for nothing, chicks for free. So yes, that is the end of this part, and it's probably going to be the last part of the night. You know, I'll do one more part after this, and it'll be VGM Field, and then I'm going to call it a night. So, even though if you're watching this, you know, like a few days from now, most of the videos in this series will already be finished. So, yeah, you can just watch them straight through. So, anyways, that's the end of this section, and I'll see you in the next one.